A very good morning to you. I hope you're doing well wherever you're watching us from. This is the AM show and I'm Bernice Abubedulansa. I'm so happy to come to you today to bring you the very important conversation about insurance. No, don't tune out yet. No. This is a conversation you want to listen to. I know a lot of us shy away when we hear insurance and we see insurance marketers and they are running away. But it is very, very important. And this morning, I am pleased to be joined by Michael Kofi Ando. He's the Acting Commissioner of Insurance at the National Insurance Commission. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you so much for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
I just had to ask our viewers to hold on because usually when people hear insurance, they run away. Can't take our money again. No. We want to keep what we have. Why do we have to? Already we are burdened with taxes and all that. Why do you still want to take from us? Why is insurance important?
Insurance gives so much. Well, insurance is important because there's risk attached to everything that we do. In coming here, anything could have happened. If you are running a business, a lot of things can happen to it. If you are a farmer, a lot of things can happen to your farm. There's risk in everything that we do, and that is exactly where insurance comes in. Insurance comes in to make good the losses that we suffer due to all the risks that are associated with it.
I'm going to ask you a very controversial question,
yes.
Right? So, I know someone who's been insuring his vehicle since he probably started. He's 60 plus now, and he's never had reason to use insurance. Should I be calculating the percentage of my risk to consider if I should go for insurance or not? Because you're talking about taking risks, right? So I'm sitting here, probably I have a house, but I'm thinking that there's no risk to this building. Why should I pay so much for insurance that I may never end up using anyway?
Well, I doubt whether the risk is zero in any case. I don't think there's a zero risk in any situation. But when they are pricing insurance, they take into consideration the level of the risk as well. So insuring your house situated at a very good location, the premium may be much, much lower than, say, insuring a commercial vehicle because it runs on the road every day and so the risk is high. So when they are actually pricing insurance, they consider the level of risk involved. But I can't say that the risk will be zero at any point or in any situation.
And that's where the National Insurance Commission comes in, right? You're monitoring insurance companies to ensure that they're not ripping us off.
Correct.
And all these calculations they are doing are really according to the risk.
Sound to keep them in business and fair to the consumer.
Fantastic. Well, now, there's an international conference coming up on the 23rd of October.
Today.
Starts today.
Yes.
And it's about inclusive insurance.
Correct.
What is inclusive insurance?
So, inclusive insurance is insurance that is available to all the people who appear to be excluded from the insurance market by conventional or traditional insurance. You know, we inherited insurance from our colonial masters, and the insurance that they left with us seemed to work best for people who work in the formal sector. These people earn monthly salaries. They operate a bank account. At the end of the month, their salaries go into their bank account. The insurance company goes to make their deduction from there. But you and I know that the majority of our people don't work in the formal sector. They are carpenters, they are masons, they are fisherfolk, they are farmers, they are petty traders. They don't earn monthly salaries, and some of them don't have bank accounts. But it doesn't mean they don't run risks.
Right.
They have risks. But you see, because of where they work and what they do and how they run their financial system, they seem to be excluded from the formal insurance market. That is why this is called inclusive insurance. So we want to include those who have been excluded by all the barriers that I've talked about. So this is mainly insurance targeted at the informal sector, so we can cover everybody.
That's a very interesting perspective to all of this. And I remember engaging one insurance company that says that is looking in that aspect of how it can reach. So what is the conference going to look like? I want to believe that you're going to have insurance companies in attendance. You're going to have representatives on the inform. Just tell us how the conference will look like and what the conclusion you hope will be for it.
Great. It's a global conference.
Okay.
So people are coming from all over the world, and many people with diverse backgrounds. So there are insurance companies, there are insurance brokers, there are researchers, there are people from academia, people from research, people, development partners, people from different diverse backgrounds are coming there. And they are mainly coming to discuss issues with building resilience, helping to bridge the protection gap. So the protection gap is this. As I said, we all do run risks and we do suffer losses at some point in time. But how much of these losses are insured and qualify for compensation when they occur? So the difference between the insured losses and uninsured losses are what we call the insurance gap.
Right.
So we are trying to bridge it. So mainly the sessions will be to share ideas, to present findings of research they have done, to present best practices, to talk about how it is done in other areas that have worked, and people will learn. Some people may find the solutions to the challenges they are going through just there. There are a lot of experts that are coming to talk about issues. People you would have paid a lot of money to see or hear are there for free for you to talk to and probably approach after a session. You may find just the person you need to help you solve a problem that you have. So it's going to be a knowledge sharing conference. A lot will be shared on inclusive insurance specifically, and we are looking forward to having some tremendous benefit on our inclusive insurance market here in Ghana.
And who are you looking forward to being there? Are we all invited? How do we participate?
Yes, media men, journalists, insurance people, researchers, people from academia. Like I said, everybody is invited.
We'll come back to the conference later, but there's a general apathy when it comes to insurance, even for the formal sector. You're talking about reaching the informal sector,
yeah.
But even in the formal sector, there's such slow growth. You're reported to have said that about 44.6% of the working populace has one form of insurance or the other. Well, that was, at least we've upgraded a little from 29% in 2015, but the growth rate is not as expected, especially with the kind of middle income status that we have as a country, and you would expect that as people climb up the ladder, some of these things will naturally rise as well. But what's accounting for this slow growth?
That is true. 44% of the workforce, this includes both the formal and the informal sector.
Right.
But then if you look at it from the perspective of where we have come from, it doesn't sound, we should have done much better than that. But if you look at where we have come from, this around 2010 was just about 5%. Okay, around 2015-16 was 29%, and now it's about 44%. We have made a lot of progress. We have a lot more progress to make, but you see, we have come a long way, and we have made a lot of progress thanks to the inclusiveness of the market. Right. And so, yes, it requires education. It requires building capacity on both the demand and the supply side. So the people in the informal sector, or people don't buy insurance not because they don't need insurance, right, but it probably is because they don't have the kind of insurance that is suitable for them, and they don't understand how it works. And we may not have insurance available for them because the insurance companies probably haven't designed products that are suitable to that segment. Right. So that's why I say it needs capacity building on both sides. Building the capacity of the insurance industry to design something that fits the people in the informal sector, and educating the informal sector that, look, you run a risk, whatever it is you are doing, whether you are a petty trader, fisherman, whatever, you run some risk. And there is some kind of insurance that can help to protect you from this. So then you create the market, because the economists say that the market is where demand and supply meet. So when the people on the demand side know that there's something that helps them, and the people on the supply side makes that available, then you create the market. So that's exactly what we are working on, and that just dovetails into the purpose of this conference.
Right. And I know the banking sector crisis, right, doesn't specifically deal with your part of the whole market, because you're strictly insurance. Yes. But don't you think that the whole mistrust of the financial space. So you had things like DKM, there's a men's gold saga. People just want to hold on to their own monies. There seems to be some level of mistrust. I know there are issues with insurance companies paying claims as early as they promise and all that. But what do you think about the impact of the general financial space, even on the insurance sector?
Well, yes, it may have some impact to some extent, but we are doing so much to address that. We are doing so much to allay the fears of the general public and people who do insurance. We have opened up in the traditional 10 regions before the 6 additional ones were created. And we have offices in all of them, and we are trying to reach out to the masses and explain to them how insurance works and the structure of the insurance market, and the fact that there is a regulator who has been created and given power to protect you as a consumer. And therefore, even if your insurance company gives you a treatment that you are not happy with, you can go there and make a complaint, and it will be looked into, and whatever there is will be rectified for you.
Do you have any challenges in that aspect when it comes to ensuring that the customer gets the right form of treatment or gets what they were promised by the insurance company? Do you have any challenges?
We don't have any. Once the challenge, the complaint gets to us, we get to deal with it, and we get the whatever is due to the customer to be given the customer. The challenge more comes in people becoming aware that there is an avenue for redress. There's a place where I can go and make my complaint and get someone to address it and give me what I deserve. I think that is more where the issue is. But once the complaints come in, we do resolve, and it is not hard. You can walk into any of our offices across the country, or you can just send an email to info@nicgh.org. That's an email, and it's dedicated to receiving complaints. So once you go there, once you click there, you will see that the format has been designed for you to put in a complaint, because they will ask you what your complaint is about, your name, your phone number, and then tell your story. Once you click send, someone will get in touch with you, and we get to deal with your issue, whatever it's
all right.
about.
So it's info@nicgh.org. So that's the website. If you're someone who has trouble with getting your claims back from an insurance company, or there's an insurance company that has approached you and you may just want to verify if they are a legitimate one, you can reach out to the NIC.
Oh, and we have the list of all the licensed insurance companies on our website.
Great.
So that's www.nicgh.org. That's our website. What I gave you earlier on was an email for complaint.
Right.
But in our website, we have the list of all licensed insurance entities, insurance companies, broking firms that are licensed. So if you just want to verify whether the company you are dealing with is licensed, you can go there and verify it.
Fantastic. So I know that you try to come up with innovative policies, to try and also deal with the issue of mistrust. Are there any few you want to share with us?
Yes, so we came out with the Moto insurance database because Moto is our biggest line of business, and it is where most of our complaints come from. And so we try to design that to enable people to be protected, to have the assurance you can confirm the insurance status of any vehicle that is on the road. It also helps the law enforcement people to be able to check that the vehicles on our roads are insured. That generally goes to ensure safety on our roads and for everybody.
So there's a lot to talk about when it comes to insurance, and I'm sure a lot of it will be dealt with at the program. So you tell us where this conference is happening, how we can participate, can we follow online? Just kindly share the details.
Okay, so the conference is taking place at Movenpick Hotel. It starts from today and it's going to end on Thursday. Today is the pre-conference, so there are going to be a number of workshops. Tomorrow will be the opening ceremony. Between 9 and 12:30 will be the official opening ceremony, And then after that, all the sessions. If you want to attend, you have to go to the conference website and just register. It is www.minicrefoundation.org. Okay, so this conference is a global one. It is sponsored or organized by the Minicre Foundation and co-hosted in Ghana by the National Insurance Commission, the Ghana Insurers Association, and the Insurance Brokers Association of Ghana. We are co-hosting it in Ghana. So if you go to the Minicre Foundation website, you'll find the registration platform, the registration link, and you can just follow.
And Minicre is M-U-N-I-C-H?
That's right.
R-E.
That's right. Foundation.
Foundation.org. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. And hopefully after the program, we can have another conversation about what the outcomes and solutions and recommendations were. I appreciate your company this morning.
That would be nice.
Michael Kofi-Addo is Acting Commissioner of Insurance at the National Insurance Commission, and we've just been talking about that international conference on inclusive insurance, which is starting today. So if you're someone who is interested in the insurance space, you just want to get onto www.minicrefoundation.org and register for that program. When I come back on the AM show, we'll be talking about some fraud that is happening on the internet, which has become of grave concern to many of you, and it has to do with images of myself and my colleagues here being used to sell certain medicinal products. I'll be back to show you how you can easily identify those ones that are not right, that is fake news, not only from our outfit, but generally how you can stay safe on the internet. Do stay.